Creative Fuse North East is a project led by Newcastle University. It involves all of the North East universities, so Durham, Sunderland, Northumbria and Teesside. And there's two things that we sort of aim to do. One is to support the sustainable growth of the creative, cultural and digital sectors right across the northeast of England. And the second thing we try to do is encourage creative-led innovation or the facilitation of creativity into other sectors. And to do that, we're slightly unique in some respects because we draw on two external funders, the European Regional Development Fund and the Arts and Humanities Research Council. And that's a really neat way of blending two different approaches from funders.
From a research point of view, it's been really valuable to look at how you're looking at the North East as a region compared to other regions in the UK, and I think that was one of the most instructive things that we found. Looking back on the last years over the COVID crisis, we've seen the role of the creative industries playing an important role in the crisis in terms of providing content for all the screen content that we were consuming during the pandemic. And so it's been interesting to see that role for the creative industries at a time of crisis. Fusion lives in the Northeast. We find the same effects, the same business growth, the same levels of innovation that we found in other clusters.
In terms of the collaboration across the universities, we've learned a lot and we've thought seriously about how we can draw together the assets and knowledge and capabilities of the 5 universities to deliver something that we believe is meaningful and worthwhile to those creative businesses and practitioners. We're very keen to enable businesses and practitioners in the creative sector, most of whom are very, very small, to feel better able to engage with large institutions like the 5 North East universities. It's not quite a single door, but act as a sort of a focus for how we can support the sector. The other thing I'd mention is clearly the funding directs us to deliver a whole range of workshops or business support interventions through things like internships and action research and consultancy that makes a meaningful difference or provides a meaningful benefit to those businesses and practitioners as they try to develop or pivot, in their respective markets. The third thing that I think is quite important is that through that process of engaging with a lot of people, we've learned an awful lot, and what that means is we can deploy that knowledge and intelligence and sometimes data to impact on medium-term or longer-term policy and practice, and that's important in terms of economic development here in the region, but wider sector policy nationally too.